So we all want to have pets. And when we think of bringing home a pet, we think of very popular, expensive breeds like an Alsatian, a Labrador, a Golden Retriever, a German Shepherd, a Dalmatian, a few other popular breeds in the list. For us, it is a matter of status symbol also, isn't it? So when we are thinking of bringing home a pet, we are ready to shell that huge amount of money to take care of them, to give them an environment that they are actually used to, because they are all foreign breed dogs. Like for a husky, you have to give them an artificial condition of extremely cold weather at home. So to maintain such pets at home is very expensive, and it's not that easy. It can be very challenging as well. So here we are thinking of buying love, buying life with money. And when we are doing that, have we ever realized there can be lots of painful episodes behind it? How these popular breeds are bred in India. There are a lot of atrocides going on with these dogs because they are a money-making machine as far as the seller is concerned. So when we get a pet from the shop, we are actually unknowingly getting involved in these painful episodes. Do we want that? Because we bring home a pet for love, for affection, for unconditional love. But somewhere we are apart, we are contributing to the pain in these dogs which are bred. And can we ever buy love with money? Can we ever buy a life with money? Can we buy a human child for money? No. So it's love for love. And I can promise you there are innumerable loving, deprived, seeking human attention, lots of street dogs and pets out there. If you change your attitude and if you look at them, if you adopt them, bring them home, they can return tenfold of the love that you invest on them, and that is for sure. That's a promise. These dogs are adapted to our environment, so there is nothing new they need in your house. So when you are bringing them home, it's very much easy for them and you to get adapted to. All that they need is 2 times of food, some love and some care, and remaining they are indebted with their life for you. In our endeavor of adoption of a puppy, we have come across such noble souls who are into animal care, rescue mission of taking care of these ill, sick, abandoned puppies from the streets, giving them a permanent home in their shelter, and some even given for adoption after they have fully recovered. We have one such puppy in our house. So our experience has been really overwhelming actually, because from the painful episode of bringing home one sick puppy and then this puppy leaving us in a day, have opened our eyes. So for our viewers who have missed that story, please have a look here. So where are we? We are right now in front of an apartment building here. Euphoria Judicial Layout, Yelahanka. So what's so special about this apartment? We have a story. Our story starts from here. Here lives Rashmi, now quite famous pet lover. And the speciality about this society is we have most of the inmates into pet care and providing shelter to street puppies here. Rashmi had gifted us our newfound joy, Pachu. Pachu was rescued by her son from a petrol pump. He was found abandoned, sick, very fragile, infested with ticks, and having a look at him, he brought him home, nursed him, took him to a vet, got him vaccinated, was hospitalized for 2 days to sort out his skin problem and other health issues. And then when he regained his health, he was gifted to us. That's how I know Rashmi. But through Rashmi had opened the gates to a big community of animal lovers and pet rescue teams. We were just blown away by the scale at which these noble souls are looking after these pets, and how relentlessly and selflessly they are working. We are so touched that we decided to do a series of episodes about their work, their contribution, and what we can do towards contributing a little to saving these souls on the streets. So here is Rashmi, and we'll have her talk about her journey with animals and animal care. So Rashmi will be talking about her experience, the challenges that she faced, the contribution that we can do, and how should we change as human beings with our attitude, and how can we live in harmony with these pets on the streets. So right now this is the building Euphoria at Judicial Layout, Yelahanka, and here is where Lakshmi lives. And without the help of the inmates over here, they are all contributing in some way to taking care of these puppies. So Rashmi has a lot of puppies here, some inside and some outside.
Hi everyone. So my journey into the world of rescue began with Milo. As you all can see, Milo's here. This happened about 3 years ago when I was on my morning walk and I saw a litter of puppies with their mother in a ditch. And I would have, normally walked away thinking, okay, it's not really my problem. But it kept coming back to me. So I came back home and then I told my daughter about it. And she said, okay, let's see what we can do to help them. So we started with feeding the pups, and there was a family living nearby in the park. We placed the mother and the pups over there, and we started taking care of them. And also in the meantime, we started finding people to adopt them and give them all their forever homes. So this is how my journey into rescue began. For me, at that point of time, to tell you the truth, it was just extra work. Even though I love dogs, I wasn't really ready to give them the kind of time they needed because I was working outside and I didn't have the time. But since my daughter Akshata was also there, she helped me to do it. And we used to go morning, evening, feed them. We took them all to the vet and we got them all vaccinated. And this guy here had an abscess on his throat and he had to be given antibiotics for 5 days. So all his siblings found homes and he was left, and that's when we decided to take him in. It was a lot of eye-opening for me because it was something I never thought I would be doing. Even though I loved dogs and I used to feed them, taking care of them and finding them homes was a completely new experience. And now looking back, it also brings me a lot of satisfaction. So I realized that a dog lover doesn't really get any time off or days off. So it's not something that you do because you feel like it or you don't do because you don't feel like it. So it's a dedication. The way you take care of a sick person in your house, or it's taking care of a sick puppy or even a normal puppy is like taking care of a family member. So you need to have that kind of a passion and dedication, and also need to make time for it. So if you're not willing to do that, then this is not really for you. What happens is like, you need to have the support of your family. Everyone may not be like crazy dog lovers like you, but as long as they're open to the idea and they're willing to pitch in whenever it's possible. The first couple of weeks are a little difficult because they're peeing and pooping around and they're trying to nibble and bite things. So you have to kind of rearrange your house to make it pet friendly. And it is a little difficult initially, but it can be easily overcome because the amount of love that they give you in return, the kind of unconditional love that you get in return, more than makes up for the little inconveniences. So the settling in period is something that anyone who gets a new puppy needs to be prepared for mentally. The person who gets it and even the family. So once you're ready for it, and you know that you have to make these changes, then your path is easy to adopt it. There is not any stress, but yes, you need to make a little bit of adjustments to your surroundings. Yes, absolutely worth it. Yeah, okay, I used to always love dogs, but now what happens is like when I see a dog on the street which I feel is sick or which needs my help, I stop and I try to see what I can do. But before it wasn't like this. Before it was like, okay, I feel sad for the pup, but it's not really my problem to take care. So now I would say that is the part that has changed. So now we get in touch with agencies and people, we try to fundraise, we have found a lot of like-minded people who also are into rescue. So we feel, okay, it's a lot of work, it's not really for me. But I think every one of us can do our bit because there is a lot of help and support now. There are plenty of people who do this. Even the doctors, the vets also support you. Like the vet I go to in Yelahanka, Dr. Gowda, whenever I say it's a rescue dog, he gives me like a 40% discount, and he's really amazing. So, and even Care, Sudha Narayan of Care, even she's very supportive. So I can take many names like Anjuji, Divya, everybody, people are supportive. So it can be overwhelming, but you can always find a way if you want to find a way. It could have been my life purpose, yes. I'm not, I don't know if I was born for it, but now I find that, I can't really look back and think that, okay, I can walk away. I know that I have to be. Absolutely, yeah. Yes, yes, very true. Absolutely right. Yeah. So, with Milo over here, I realized that it's something, it's like a calling. So, it's something that it keeps you, it gives the kind of satisfaction that it gives you. I don't think anything can match that. So, for a dog lover, I think for a dog lover like me and my family, all dogs are the same. I don't think I would love a dog more just because he's a pure breed, or a dog less because he's an indie. So, and also the thing about buying a dog and buying it from a breeder, that's a completely different thing for me because I don't support illegal breeding, which I know a lot of that happens here. I would rather give a home to an indie because they are born into our country, and they are able to adapt to the weather conditions here, the food habits here. So what are these dogs actually looking for? Most of the time they're hungry and they just want to be fed. So all the aggression that people see on the street of getting attacked by them is only because they want love and they want to be fed. As long as that is taken care of, these are the best dogs anyone can have, because I don't think their loyalty can be a match to any other dog. Like you feed a stray dog one day and you know that it's going to be protecting you for the rest of your life. So that is my experience, and that is why I would tell everyone that don't buy dogs from breeders. If you are willing to take a dog into your home and give him a life, then please look at an indie, or look at like maybe a dog which has been left or abandoned and who needs a home. So yeah, the gratitude it gives back. Yeah, and they're extremely smart. They sense everything. So I don't think these dogs are in any way less to any of the breed dogs. So what kept me going is actually my daughter, who is really, really passionate about it. And she believes that no matter what, we always have to give them a chance. We can't walk away from them again. So as I said at the beginning of this interview, that I can't really walk away when I see a dog that is hurt. The same way with all the puppies that we have tried to rehome until now, we found them in some form of distress. Either they were lying on the road somewhere, or someone had taken them and left them. And we felt that it is our duty to do something for them. Not that anyone asked us to. It would have been very easy for us to, walk away and pretend that we didn't see anything. But we wouldn't have been able to sleep at night if we had done that. The challenges that we faced is, one thing is the lack of facilities. Like, sometimes you need an ambulance or you need a transport. So it's not easy to get that very soon, because even the shelters are overcrowded. They have their own limitations, and we don't have a funding from anybody. So even financially, it is a big constraint. So we have to fundraise, and we have to make a poster and send it to people and ask them to contribute. So yeah, financial limitations are there, and also the facilities. We don't, like I said, getting a vehicle to move to transport them. So these are the kind of issues that we face, and sometimes even the public, the attitude towards them is like, there is a lot of apathy towards strays. They think, okay, they're going to attack them and bite them. So yeah, so they need to understand that not every stray is going to attack you. If it is going to attack you, probably it has been traumatized by a human like you, who's been throwing stones at it, who's showing a stick at it when you're walking on the road. So these are the things that make them the way they are. So they are not born that way. We as humans, I'm sorry to say, we are making them that way. So these are some of the challenges that we face, and we need to increase awareness to make the adoption and rehoming of these beautiful animals to their forever homes. Yes. Yeah, horses and donkeys and cows and birds which are attacked. Yeah, so many of them. Cats. Like I found a box of kittens which were abandoned on the street next to me. So someone had just taken them in a carton and left them there. It would have been very easy for any dog to find them and eat them up. Okay, the first thing I would request everyone is, please don't walk away from it saying it's not really my problem. I don't know anything about dogs. I can't take it with me. I have this many errands to run. I have a job. I have a family. I have to go here. I have to go there. We all have all those things, but you also have help and support. Now most of the areas have rescue groups. You have like-minded people. So the least you could do when you find a sick puppy is like try to contact one of the rescue groups in your area, or yeah, you can always find it. Yeah, you can Google a rescue and you can find it. And you can take the dog to a vet, and later on you can fundraise and you can find a home. It's not that every puppy or stray that you find on the street, you have to take care of it for the rest of your life. No, it's not like that. You have a lot of support wherein there are plenty of like-minded people. So please connect with one of us and let us know that there is a puppy here who needs help. And most of these rescue groups are spread out across various areas in Bangalore. So if you find a dog in Jayanagar, there is a group in Jayanagar which may help you. Likewise, you find a dog in Malleshwaram, there is a group there. So I would request you all to try and find. Yes, I know that it takes your time. You need to make an effort. So please do that. Please do that so that you can save a life and you can give a home to an animal and also take back a lot of good karma with you. So that is my request to everyone who comes across a stray puppy or an abandoned pet. When it comes to buying something, like you buy material things, like you buy a house, you buy a car, you buy a new outfit. So these are lives. Like I'm sorry to say, but I don't think anyone would go and buy a child. So the same thing applies to a dog. I would say please don't buy. If you want to give a home or if you want a new family member, either get a dog which needs a home or a stray puppy that you find. And trust me, the experience that you have is going to be so beautiful, which it's going to enrich your life.
Pacho, sit. Boy.
So please open your hearts, your homes and your doors to these animals, and don't ever go near a pet shop and buy something, because by doing that you're encouraging cruelty towards them. You don't know the kind of conditions that these animals are bred, the kind of conditions they're kept under. Even Inhuman doesn't cover it. A husky and a Saint Bernard, Yeah, these are all dogs which are not meant for India. They're not meant for the climate conditions in India. So they are brought away, and these are basically status symbol dogs. You know, people want to say, okay, I have a husky, I have a German shepherd, but these are not true dog lovers. I'm sorry to all the people who love the breeds over there, but this is my take on it. If you want a breed dog, there are plenty of abandoned breed dogs in Cupa Second Chance. Please go there and pick one of them and give them a home. But don't go and buy one from a breeder or from a shop. I think I have said a lot. Only one thing which I would request is, like, it would be great if each area had a support group where these animals are fed. If we can take turns and see to it that these animals are given a good meal every day, and they're all spayed and vaccinated, then they really wouldn't be a threat to the community. They would be an asset to the community. Because most of the time when people walk in the morning or they jog in the morning, they say that, you know, we got chased by a dog. Probably the dog was chasing you because it was hungry or it was beaten by somebody. So as a community, we can all form groups where we feed these dogs every day. It can be something that you make at home, or it can be something that you buy at a store. It doesn't matter. They just want food, and you know, you take care of them if they're sick. It's not like you have to take every dog and keep it in your home. You feed them and you take care of them when they are sick. We all take turns, and we do that as a community. If we can do that, so you have a friend for life, you have protection for life. So if every one of us can take an initiative and see what we can do about this. This is like a pet project of mine, to have a community where every dog is fed, no dog goes hungry, no dog is left sick and abandoned. So if every one of us do that, then I think our community can be transformed, and no dog will be in distress, and I don't think no human being will be attacked. And it's just a small little thing that we can do, which is feeding them. That's all. So I request everyone around to try and do this at whatever level that they can do. It's not really a big thing at all. That's all. Thank you.